have reached the end of Phase 5 of the MCU, so I'm going to stop and rank all 6 MCU Phase 5 movies from the worst to the best. Let's go. So yes, I'm ranking all 6 MCU Phase 5 movies. Remember, my list is not the right list. It's just my list, and I'd love to hear your list in the comments. Share your ranking of all 6 MCU Phase 5 movies. And without further ado, let's get to the ranking.
In last place, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
Now, this film is just absolutely atrocious. I hate Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Yeah, no secret here. Just exploit it. Hate this movie. In my opinion, it is the second worst MCU movie. There's only one MCU movie I hate slightly more than Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. That is Thor: Love and Thunder. I explained this in my Phase 4 ranking, so I won't go over it. But yeah, I absolutely hate that movie. Both Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania and Thor: Love and Thunder are both terrible. There's no secret there. They're both terrible. Hate them almost as much. I give the edge to Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania because Thor: Love and Thunder does some real crap I hate. But they're both 2 out of 10 awful movies, and they're both the 2 worst MCU movies in my opinion. But Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. This movie should have been great. I remember liking this movie. I've only seen it twice. I watched it the first time when it came out in theaters in February of 2023. I remember walking out saying I liked it. And then I never watched it again. I never watched it again for the rest of 2023. Didn't watch it for the entire year of 2024. Did not watch it. Then this year, 2025, I just rewatched it 2 weeks ago, and now I absolutely hate it. Visually, the film is a CGI mess. It visually looks terrible. The script is absolutely terrible. The comedy sucks. The whole joke about MODOK being a D word is a terrible joke. All the jokes in this film are absolutely terrible. The performances are just fine. Paul Rudd is fine in the movie. I kind of wish he was a lot better, in the first 2 Ant-Man movies, but he was just fine. Evangeline Lilly, she was fine. I'm actually pretty sure she retired now, but yeah, she was fine in the movie. The actors for Hank and Janet, they were fine. Most of the cast, everyone was just fine. Catherine Newton, who I normally like. I really enjoyed her in Lisa Frankenstein last year. I like her. She's a good actress. This movie, for some reason, I just find her annoying. They actually switched the actresses, because in Avengers Endgame, they had a different actress playing her, but they switched her, and that's fine. I thought, I was kind of excited to see her in this movie, and, yeah, no. I don't know what happened, but I just found her to be kind of annoying. How, she's trying to save people. She goes to jail for that. She just loves to help people, which I understand. It's a good, kind of character arc here. They just go way too far with it, where, every 10 minutes, she finds a new person. She's like, Dad, we can help them. I'm like, you're doing too much here. You did it in the beginning. I understand. I like that. But then she does it for the freaking entire film, which gets so annoying to me. So, didn't like that. Now, the only thing that's good, the only thing I can go positive on for this movie is Kang. Kang is an incredible villain. Jonathan Majors is so good. I'm very disappointed that he will not be the next Thanos. It'll be Doctor Doom, which will still be great, hopefully. But Kang was just so good in this movie. Jonathan Majors just really cooked up here, man, and delivered a great performance. He was just so good in this movie. But the only part I didn't like is how, for some reason, he gets defeated by ants at the end of the movie. That is so stupid. How was the next big bad villain of the MCU defeated by ants? None of the Avengers were even there other than Ant-Man. That is so stupid. Yeah, terrible idea. What were they thinking? Other than that, though, yeah, this movie is so terrible. Absolutely hate it. And yeah, second worst MCU movie.
In 5th place, The Marvels.
Now, this is another movie where, like Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, I watched it, liked it, said it was good. I never watched it again. I just rewatched it a couple nights ago, and this movie's bad. Actually, I have Captain Marvel and the Marvels side by side. I give the edge to Captain Marvel because that movie is just more enjoyable. This movie is just a forgettable bad movie. It's not awful. It's a watchable, sort of enjoyable film. But this movie is just so freaking forgettable. Like, after I watched it, I was like, what happened in this movie? Like, it is just such a forgettable movie. And want to argue, this is more forgettable than The Incredible Hulk. That's how forgettable this movie is. Such like the most forgettable movie in the MCU, for sure. The villain, so forgettable. She doesn't do anything. She's not cool. She's just eh. Like, she's a fine villain. She didn't deliver a bad performance. She also didn't deliver a good performance. She's just fine. Mediocre villain, but very forgettable. All the performances, fine. Brie Larson, decent. The girl who played Monica Rambeau, fine. Kamala Khan, she was fine as well. People are saying like she's the best part of this movie. She's hilarious. She was funny the first time. When you watch this in theaters, you're like, yeah, that person's funny. And then I watched it again, like I said a couple nights ago, and she's just fine. Like, everyone in this movie is fine. Nick Fury, fine. All right. So this movie's just, it would be okay, but it's just so forgettable where it just goes down to a bad movie. The film is also pretty generic. Like, we've seen this movie not 1,000 times, like, not like a generic action movie, but like still. I feel like we covered all this in Captain Marvel. All right, we got it. We're good. And yeah, so it's fun seeing the girls team up and do that stuff. Like, that's fun. Some of the action sequences are decent, but overall, this is just a bad and forgettable MCU flick.
In fourth place, Captain America Brave New World.
There is a huge gap between the Marvels and Captain America Brave New World. The Marvels is a bad 4 out of 10 movie. Captain America Brave New World is a 7 out of 10 really good film. This is a hot take. I see everybody on the internet, everybody just trash on this movie. A lot of people are saying that the Marvels is better. Get out of here with that. The Marvels sucks. Captain America Brave New World is really good. I love the Winter Soldier vibes goes for. Obviously, the Winter Soldier is 1,000 times better, but still, I love the more Winter Soldier, thriller vibes. It's like a whodunit thriller. I love those vibes that it gives. That's like my second favorite genre. So, love the vibes it gets. The leader is a decent villain. I don't think he's as bad as people make it out to be. He has a very like quotable voice, in my opinion. So, yeah, I like him as a villain. Joaquin Torres, I think he's an interesting character introduced here. Some of the action sequences are awesome. Like, all of them, really. The beginning, like, warehouse fight scene is awesome. The, like, shootout scene between him and, whatever, I forget his name. The serpent leader guy, I forget his name. That, like, shootout scene there is, like, it's pretty fun action sequence. The aerial sequence is awesome. The Red Hulk fight scene is elite. Like, that action sequence is awesome. I love all the action in this movie. There's a lot more action sequences I could have just named. Like, just the action sequences are incredible. Harrison Ford delivers a great performance. Anthony Mackie, finally we got his own film. And I'm a defender of Falcon and the Winter Soldier as well. I think that show is great. A big fan of it. So, yeah, I'm a defender of that show, defender of this movie. So, yeah, a lot of people are hating on Anthony Mackie, his movies and shows. So, like, get out of here with that, man. I'm a huge Anthony Mackie guy. And love his show, love his movie. I mean, I don't love the movie, but you know what I mean. Really good film. It's like Brave New World and Fantastic Four are, like, so close together. It's really neat, actually. Like, 2 comic book movies side by side. I give the edge to Fantastic Four, but still, awesome stuff. Now, I have a couple, like, minor problems with it. You guys are going to think I'm ridiculous here. First one is that for some reason this movie is the only MCU film that doesn't have, like, the Marvel logo. It literally just says Marvel Studios Presents in, like, this white gray thing, and that is cool. I like that because this movie's trying to be very dark. I really like that. But still, you gotta have the dun 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 dun. Like, I'm gonna spare your ears. Come on. But, like, you gotta have that in an MCU movie, and of course, like, it wasn't invented in an MCU movie till 2016. But still, you gotta have that in a Marvel film. Like, what are you doing? So that's kind of weird. The Red Hulk fight scene, as much like as awesome as it was, there was like kind of minor issues that I had, like ridiculous, where like Red Hulk claps and like all these things go flying. I think that might be comic book accurate, but like Hulk can't do that. I didn't see the Abomination do that. So I don't know. And then there's the scene where like he freaking flies, basically, like he jumps so far, like way farther than Hulk or Abomination did. Like he jumps so far, like it's ridiculous. But other than those two like things, the Red Hulk fight scene is awesome. But the problems I have with it is like the cameos wise as well. Like we got Bucky in there, that was a cameo. Betty, she was also in there, cameo. But like in this movie, there's characters that like should have been in this film. Hulk should have been in this movie. This movie feels so much like a Incredible Hulk sequel. It does not feel like a Captain America sequel at all. I like this movie doesn't, even though Anthony Mackie is there, this movie absolutely 0% has nothing to do with the Captain America trilogy that we got before this. It's just kind of dumb. Even though The Incredible Hulk is a bad movie, it's pretty ridiculous how this like really feels like a sequel to The Incredible Hulk. Everything is, because it has everything to do with Thunderbolt Ross, all that stuff. Gets a little ridiculous, but still. Yeah, it also is like, it has parts of Eternals in there as well. Like, why does this have nothing to do with Captain America? That's kind of dumb, like I said. But yeah, so this movie feels like this should have just been an Incredible Hulk sequel and then make a Captain America movie after, because this has everything to do with the Incredible Hulk. So why is Hulk not in this movie? Hulk and Red Hulk should have been a fight. Like, they could have had Captain America and he gets defeated, then Hulk shows up and beats the crap out of Red Hulk. That would have been awesome. That would have been cinema. But they didn't do that, so kind of sucks. Also, quick question. Why is Sharon Carter not in this movie? Why? Why is she not in this movie? She is a good character. I absolutely hate the post-credit scene of Falcon and Winter Soldier as much as I like that show. The post-credit scene of her turning bad is like crap. So I think they should have undo that and put her in this movie, because they have this like widow girl. She's just random. She's just thrown in here. Hello, Sharon Carter's just sitting on the fence when you can just pull her into this movie. What are you guys doing? Like, I found that to be super dumb. But overall, this is a really good movie. I had a blast with this film.
In third place, Thunderbolts.
It's probably one of the best comic book movies of the year. This is like my 5th favorite movie of the year. I love this movie. Thunderbolts is awesome. Just rewatched it yesterday. Incredible film. I absolutely love it. How they form the team, it feels like a lot like Suicide Squad. And yeah, how they like form the team of Yelena, Red Guardian, U.S. Agent, Ghost, like forming everybody. I just love it. The action sequences are awesome. I love it, especially that like stunt/action sequence in the beginning of the film. Incredible scene. The fight scene between all of them in that like abandoned warehouse. Incredible. All the action in this movie is so damn good. I love it. Also, we did not expect this, but this movie really like shows a lot of like mental health, depression, loneliness. I did not expect an MCU movie to do that, let alone a comic book movie. For some reason, it did that, and I love it. This movie really is incredible, and yeah, I love it. The performances across the board, Florence Pugh is great in this movie, but especially we have to give it to Louis Pullman. Louis Pullman, A Century, is incredible. I love it. Also, the score for this movie is incredible, especially the first flight. I listen to that like daily. I love that. That's the best part of the soundtrack. First flight, listen to it. It's incredible. And yeah, this movie is so dang good. I love it. And maybe it possibly could be one of the best MCU movies. It's definitely in that top 10.
My runner-up, Deadpool and Wolverine.
What an amazing movie. I see a lot of people putting Thunderbolts above this. I understand why. I love how like grounded and like really Thunderbolts feels a lot like phase 2 or 1 of the MCU. But still, Deadpool Wolverine just tops it, man. That movie is so incredible. I watched on 4K the other day. Had a blast. Such an incredible movie. It's the first R-rated film in the MCU. The comedy is elite. Like, this movie is absolutely hilarious. I love it. I laughed like 10,000 times. Like, this might be one of the funniest movies ever made. It is so incredible. I absolutely love it. It is so funny. Action sequences are awesome. The cameos are great in this movie. Like, how does this movie handle cameos better than Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness? That one was supposed to handle the cameos great, but that movie was a big disappointment. Deadpool Wolverine handles cameos so great. I love all the cameos, especially, spoiler if you haven't seen it, Blade, Gambit, X-23, Elektra. Those are like my 4 favorites. We also got like Happy in there. We get Hulk for a second. It's great. I love the cameos in this movie. But without the cameos, this movie just works the same. A lot of people are hating on Deadpool, Wolverine, and Spider-Man No Way Home, saying without all the cameos and such, the movies don't work. They work just fine without it. Also, the soundtrack in this film is a banger. Specifically, these 2 songs, Bye Bye Bye, the dance in the beginning. That fight scene is awesome, but just with Bye 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 in the background is so good. We get the Deadpool dance, and then Like a Prayer playing twice in the movie with the Battle of the Deadpool variants, and when they have to hold hands to save the multiverse. So incredible. I love it. This movie is so amazing.
But in first place, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
You knew it was coming. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. This movie is almost a 10 out of 10 for me. It is so close. It's a 9.5 out of 10 for me. If you have to be exact, it's a 9.9. It is so close to a 10 out of 10. I'm sure on my next rewatch, it'll be a 10 out of 10. I love everything about this movie. Everything. Just, James Gunn really cooked up. This is the best Guardians movie in my opinion, and this is the 3rd best, almost 2nd best MCU movie in my opinion. Yeah, James Gunn really cooked up, sending the Guardians off into the sunset. This is the perfect conclusion to the trilogy and the Guardians arc. The comedy is great. This movie, is absolutely hilarious. This is one of the funniest movies in the MCU. In my opinion, this is the funniest Guardians movie. Super hilarious. The film is also very emotional, the most emotional movie in the MCU, in my opinion. With the death of Rocket's friends and everybody, and, Peter's almost death. I didn't like how they, faked his death and then they just brought him back. Thought that was kind of stupid, but still. Love it. Yeah, this movie is so emotional. I cry every time I watch Rocket's friends die and his reaction stuff. Super emotional. I'm gonna cry thinking about it. The score, I think, is actually really underrated by John Murphy. I think it's a really good score. The soundtrack is a banger. I can list a bunch of songs. The soundtrack is such a banger. I love it. The action, awesome. The No Sleep Till Brooklyn hallway fight scene is incredible. I love this movie. Super great. And yeah, the dog days are over. I love it. So there you guys have it. That's my ranking of all 6 August 2025 movies. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next